Hi, I'm Aaron Halimi, the founder and president of Renewable Properties. What's the deal with the new IRS guidance that we've been anxiously awaiting for on the beginning of construction requirements for solar facilities? For this episode, I got my sidekick, Climate Change Chloe, who's going to help me with a few items. Well, the guidance was just released this past week, and while this is not good for the industry, it could have been worse. In fact, rumors leading up to the release had it being much worse. So while we've continued to take our beatings throughout the past 4 months on the heels of the big, beautiful bill, let's all take a rainbow breath, as my daughter Chloe would say, as there's still life at the end of this gauntlet. So what's in the new guidance? The new guidance is effective September 2nd, 2025, and it's prospective, not retroactive. So you still have some time to safe harbor under the existing guidelines if needed. The new guidance eliminates the 5% construction spend safe harbor, except for solar projects 1.5 megawatts and under. Such low output project can continue to utilize the 5% safe harbor as described in the previous guidance. This is a big win for the residential solar industry that has exclusively relied on this rule for construction start safe harbor purposes. That leaves us with the physical work test as the sole option to demonstrate the beginning of construction for projects larger than 1.5 megawatts. The new guidance doesn't make any substantial changes to this test, and it's basically business as usual. This includes no changes to the continuity safe harbor deadline, which is in the end of the calendar year that is 4 years after a facility begins construction. For projects starting construction this year, they'll have until end of 2029 to come online. And for projects starting before July 1st, 2026, they'll have until end of 2030 to come online. As a reminder, these changes are specific to solar and wind and do not apply to standalone storage, which still has the original runway on the ITC as laid out in the IRA. Assuming you start construction by end of 2033, you'll have until 2037 to come online. Now, that's a lot of runway. This guidance isn't the end of the road. It's just the new map. With clear rules, plenty of runway, and storage still wide open, the clean energy future is very much alive. And that's what's the deal. Okay.